audacity. Oh no. So we'll just re-record that afterwards. When we're alone. I started mine. Let me I know. I'm sorry because I said like lots of good stuff, but at least the Twitch stream got to hear it. As far as what we were saying for the episode, we could just record. At least we just started, so we didn't not record like a bunch of it or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Whoopsies. It's Friday. Okay. I'm recording now. So are you ready?
I am also recording, and yeah, my levels look good on there. If anything, I'll
Okay.
fix it all in
Let me
fucking
look at
post.
mine. Yep, mine's good. Sorry, guys.
See?
Real life, Whoopsies. It's not like we
Yeah.
haven't done this before. Like podcasted, I
Nightmares.
mean.
I'm aroused.
Yeah. All right. Back to Flemeth. Flemeth is known by many names, but most notably, she is called the Mother of Vengeance by the Chastened People and Asha Belinar, or Woman of Many Years, by the Dalish Elves. Flemeth is known to have many daughters, all witches themselves, but when you meet Morrigan, she's the only daughter left. Morrigan has never met any siblings and never learned where the others went. Morrigan is young in Dragon Age Origins, but she is a powerful witch in her own right when you first meet her. She's what's considered an apostate, a mage that practices magic outside the circle of magi, and that just adds to her air of danger and mystery. However, she is extremely sheltered and has almost no experience with other people and has never even had a friend before. Flemeth raised her to distrust humans. Her lessons were harsh, and her punishments harsher. Morrigan would often escape to the wilds and sought solace amongst the animals of the Kokari wilds.
A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
Sure, running the hidden pine trails of the forest sounds lovely and all. But her sheltered upbringing from other humans led Morrigan developing stunted social skills. Did you hear the Morrigan clip that I just played?
I didn't.
I know you didn't, but Apollo said he didn't hear Sam. So the Sam clip that I played earlier. Didn't hear. The audio sounds good. Heard it. Okay, good. I love post-production.
Right? Today is a day.
Day is a day, is a day, is a day. Like a magpie, she is fascinated with shiny things and will tell a warden a sad story about stealing a beautiful mirror from a wealthy lady just for her mother to smash it. Like any child denied something, she secretly longs to learn about a society at large and other people, and especially loves anything that you can't find in the wilds, such as jewelry and pretty clothes. She's extremely sarcastic to the point of appearing uncaring, and due to her mother's influence, is a serious believer in social Darwinism. Morrigan prizes her strength and power over all else, at least when you first meet her, as these are the two trials that have led her mother to such a success in her long life. Morrigan can't stand foolishness or choosing to help someone in need, and will always do whatever it takes to gain power.
Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
She's basically lived her whole life through the lens of extreme practicality and doesn't understand doing something for a friend without any expectations. Sounds like a sad life.
Morrigan represents a common media trope, the Ice Queen. She's the token evil companion, as she'll outright disapprove of any altruistic actions and thinks anyone who is weak for a moment or a lifetime is worthless. She is aloof and detached to the point of open hostility with the other companions, especially Alistair, who as a Templar represents everything she despises about men and the controlling aspects of society at large. Alistair is also silly and ignorant, young and sheltered, in a much different way than Morrigan, and she has nothing but contempt for him. But that's not all Morrigan is. If you are kind to her, you very quickly see that beneath her thorns, she is a very insecure and vulnerable young woman. In order to romance her, you first must thaw out her heart. This is no easy task, as Morrigan is not out to find love. She's out to have a baby.
Flemeth allows Morrigan to accompany the warden and their party for a very specific purpose: to defeat the archdemon. But before Morrigan is impregnated through the dark ritual, or what I just call sex. Dark ritual does sound cooler, though. The ritual ensures that the soul of the old god inside the archdemon is trapped inside the baby, which can then be used for whatever witchy plans Flemeth has. Flemeth's theme is to have children just so they can serve as vessels for her purpose. Morrigan learns through her mother's grimoire that her many daughters are all dead, and Flemeth has apparently used them to unnaturally extend her life by basically taking over their body. Morrigan doesn't know that her mom has these plans for her own body quite yet, but Flemeth has taught her all about the need for power. Morrigan's whole life has been lived through the lens of Flemeth preparing her for this purpose.
My mother's stories curdled my blood and haunted my dreams. No little girl wants to hear about the wilder men her mother took to her bed, using them till they were spent, then killing them. No little girl wants to be told that this is also expected of her once she comes of age.
When we say to have open conversations with your children about sex and sexuality, this is not what we're talking about. Use protection. Consent is key. Your gender identity doesn't have to be defined in a binary. Those are good topics. How to kill a man during the afterglow? Not a good topic for anyone at any time. Ever.
Yeah, I think we need to be clear that Flemeth is abusive. We witness her hit Morrigan at least once, but mostly it comes from Morrigan talking about her horrible childhood. We learn in Dragon Age Inquisition exactly who and what Flemeth is. Essentially, Flemeth harbors the spirit of an ancient elven goddess named Mythal, but what she is not important right now. What's important is that Flemeth raised Morrigan for a singular purpose: to be a tool in her war and the next vessel for Mythal. Who she is fighting isn't clear in Dragon Age Origins. Imagine being raised by someone who ignores your needs completely and only interacts with you in order to instill in you the same harsh, discolored view of the world. Another trope that Morrigan falls under is the Black Widow. She's a femme fatale. Her favorite form to shift into is a spider, the epitome of all things feminine and dangerous. She is beautiful, and often characters from all cultures will comment on her beauty. She displays her body in her tattered clothes with disdain, like a weapon, knowing the power she holds simply by letting you see more of her. All of these are lessons her mother taught her.
Quick aside, one gameplay aspect is the ability to kick people out of your party. At pretty much any time when you are back at your campsite, you can tell almost anyone to leave your party and that you no longer wish for them to travel with you. Very much an asshole move, but it is a dialogue option available each time you talk to someone. And here's why I bring that up. Chat was just talking about how pretty much everybody in Dragon Age needs therapy, and I agree. Because abused people can also turn around and abuse people if they do not learn the tools to break that cycle. Morrigan has not been through any therapy, and if you've began to romance her, and then you go back and ask her to leave the party despite saying Morgan has not been through any therapy, and even if you've begun romancing her, you can ask her to leave the party for good. Despite saying that would make things easier, she doesn't want to go. She sounds defeated and rejected, and she says to you, "Then I will go if I must, if you tell me to go." You then have 3 dialogue options of, "Then maybe you should," "I can't ask you to do that," or "But I need you here." That last option fucks too much with her head, and if you choose it, you get this reaction.
You miserable, selfish bastard!
Did you hear the slap? Followed. It's not good. This is immediately followed up by Morgan grabbing your lapels and pulling you in for a legitimate 11-second full-on makeout scene. And then this tragic line.
You will regret this, and so will I. And perhaps that is how it must be.
It is never okay to hit your partner. Abuse is abuse, and while I understand Morrigan's outrage and reaction to being emotionally manipulated by the warden, manipulating them back is not the answer. This is my Mass Effect 1 cat fight rage. Why allow these options? I will never understand the thoughts of the people who write the scenes of being smacked across the face as an okay thing to do, or as a punchline in a joke, or that it's not a big deal. No. No. No.
I do agree with you. I fully agree that you should never hit your partner ever. There's no circumstance that's okay. I mean, unless they're trying to kill you. But
That's fighting
a whole
back in
different thing.
self-defense. That's completely
Yeah,
different.
it's like that's a whole nother thing.
I mean, consent is
But
also a thing, and I get that, but not like this.
Yeah. I will say, please don't mistake this for me making an excuse for Morrigan, but I do understand why she hit the warden from a character standpoint. She is not a well-adjusted person. And up until she joins the party, the only other people she has interacted with are her abusive mother and any chastened or Templar men her mother has killed, among other things. She probably has no idea that you don't hit people you love. She even says it herself in this scene. I have no experience with any of it. She's never been in love before, and even though she knew all along she was going to use him and leave him, she didn't expect to love him. I think she truly loves him, and she hasn't ever felt that before. Men were always just tools to use and discard, not important. I don't think it's her intention to manipulate the warden. I think she's heartbroken, and she's never felt that before. The only reactions she's seen modeled for negative emotions has been physical violence, so it's not surprising that's what she did. She's not right. It's wrong to hit. But I still feel so much pity for Morgan, and I think she'd really hate that.
Yeah. I understand it. I do. I just don't like it. And my rage has cooled down. I understand that I can't change the past. I can't change what other people wrote, and I can't change what was in a video game. But if we don't call the bullshit out, the bullshit of 10, 15, 20 years down the road, the same mistakes will be made again because nobody spoke out to start with. But before we move on to the analysis and review of Morrigan and the warden's romance, if not complicated with emotional manipulation and domestic violence, let's take a moment to highlight some listener reviews of our shows. This is a momentous occasion. It's our first official review, and we got 2 of them. 2 of them, 2 of us. It was meant to be. I'm so excited. This was titled "A Minute After You Said So" from Thanatos572. Okay, I have to focus on this one because it's actually a thing. Genesis has challenged me. Genesis said if I, Toasty McToaster of Toastertonvillopolis, wrote words, then Genesis would read the words. So here are the words. I think that this podcast is so very entertaining. I've been listening since the drop of episode 0. I enjoy both Genesis and Bravada's input on the many different aspects of the video game romances they review. They go super into depth on the personalities and physique of each romance. My favorite stuff, though, is every crazy story Genesis tells us. Anyways, keep up the good work. I look forward to when you get to the Witcher romances. This has been Toasty McToaster of Toastertonvillopolis. And this is my favorite romance podcast on the Citadel. Oh, Toasty, 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 thank you. Like, seriously, bestie, you are amazeballs. How are Toasty and Jen besties? And why the odd format of a review that says to read the words that were written? Well, you should have been on the Witcher Lorecast livestream, where Toasty guessed my favorite moment in the Witcher books. One moment, I said, what's my favorite? He got it right. And Tom had to read a review where I tried to get him tongue-tied. It was kind of funny. And I will go onto the record to say that the name I used was Lord Toasty McToasterton of Toastertonopolis. So it looks like he still can't figure how to spell it right this week. Stay on the path, good sir. And thank you for being our first reviewer and your very, very kind words.
I'm glad you read that one because I don't think I could have said that. All the toast.
All the toast.
The next review is our second review, and it's momentous because Apollo was our first live stream viewer on Twitch. He's PF Apollo. Oh, I'm sorry. They're PF Apollo on Twitch. And they've been a staple in both Twitch and Discord since. So here's the review on Apple Podcasts. If you want a well thought out and entertaining dive into video game romances, this is the podcast for you. The hosts give wonderful insight into the world of romances and games such as Mass Effect and Dragon Age, while also going off into some highly entertaining tangents. Now add in the guests they have from time to time, and you have a pod capable of entertaining the masses. 5 out of 5, all day. Thank you so much, PF Apollo.
Yay, Apollo. Thank you. And so I really wish that Spotify had the ability to leave reviews or ratings or anything like that. There's not even like a thumbs up button. And it's like, come on, y'all, get with the program. So right now we can only accept and read reviews on iTunes. So you don't even have to have an iTunes, or you don't have to listen on iTunes. You just have to have an iTunes account. So that would be very much appreciated if you left us a review. But before we head back into the main episode, you'll hear some of the other great podcasts on the Robots Radio Network. Yay, audio clips, so that way I can insert shit. It's so much easier when I have silence to work with. All right. Let's get back to Morrigan. Like so many characters in Dragon Age, Morrigan spends most of her time lying to the Warden and hiding her true purpose. If you are a male Warden and wish to romance her, you slowly have to chip away at her deadly facade with kindness and friendship. She will sleep with you on day 1 if you want, because she wants that Warden baby. But if you want her to love you, that's a different path. Yes, Isaac, I would love to become famous. We got our first little spam chatter. I love it. Another momentous occasion. Yay! Okay, sorry. First, I want to briefly discuss the relationship between womanhood and witchcraft, because the stereotypes run rampant, and BioWare used them all for Flemeth and Morrigan. It's no coincidence that 2 of the mothers featured prominently in the games are also 2 of the most feared witches. Motherhood in itself is both life and death. Because when you create a life, you also create a death. Not gonna lie, that fucks me up a little. Bringing a life into this world means that one day that life will end.
Yeah, we both are mothers. So if I think about that too much, I'll probably get anxiety. One could also make an argument that magic is synonymous with womanhood in Dragon Age. Mages are second-class citizens, not worthy of trust unless they are made tranquil. The best and the worst of mages are both women. Andraste, the pious mage who is painted to be the standard by which all women must live, and Flemeth, an evil seductress who lures men away from the safety of civilization for her macabre purposes. Women who seek their own power and agency are monstrous villains, and those who abide by the rules men set out for them are pure and good. It's a tale as old as Flemeth. What sets Dragon Age apart from most other stories with this stereotype is that the mothers are not matrons. They are both attractive in the conventional sense, and are clearly sexual beings. They are also not attainable, even if you romance Morrigan.
Hold on. We might have seen different things, because the Flemeth I met in my playthrough, not attractive at all.
Oh, well, see, when you get to Dragon Age 2, she gets a makeover. For those in stream, they can see my background. She's got some cleavage on display. She gets a whole makeover. She's kind of like a swamp witch when you first meet her, but she gets a makeover.
Okay. She gets an Ashley level glow up.
I don't know if it's Ashley level.
Okay.
Ashley got a major glow up. Flemeth still looks like the same person, at least.
Okay. I have not finished the first game. Full disclosure on that one. I've gotten pretty dang far into it, but I have not actually finished it yet. All right. But before we get Morrigan into our tent, let's talk about some fun facts.
Yeah. So Jen's gracious enough to indulge my love of mythology. Now, David Gator, the lead writer for Dragon Age, has said that there's no link between the Morrigan of Dragon Age and the Morrigan in Celtic mythology. But I call bullshit. Sorry, David, I call bullshit. Supposedly, he named her after a character from a LARP event he once ran, but I will bet you a whole lot of schmeckles that the character in that LARP was named after the death goddess of Celtic lore. Morrigan is 3 goddesses made up of Baive, Maha, and the third name is contested, but usually she is referred to as simply the Morrigan. Yes, the Morrigan is one of them, and all of them. Baive itself means crow in modern Irish, which Morrigan obviously uses crow imagery with the feathers on her outfit. She is also a shapeshifter, and she is the goddess of war and fate, the Celtic Morrigan, not the Dragon Age Morrigan, but it's very obviously related to Dragon Age's Morrigan, as the Morrigan can foretell either death or victory in battle. Morrigan literally holds the fate of the Warden in her body. Should you do the dark ritual, you'll live. If not, you die when the archdemon is slain. Pretty direct imagery, if you ask me, David. Just saying.
And no grace is needed at all. I love it all. A long-term goal of mine is to be able to spend a month in Europe traveling to all the places that I loved reading about as a child. Watching on Xena and listening to on podcasts. The first podcast I ever listened to and still listen to this day, I think I've been following it for like 4 years, was about mythology. I am here for it, honey. The second was a Greek-specific podcast from a feminist viewpoint. That one was really good too. So I love mythology, and if you want to talk dirty nerdy to me, I'm here for it. Alrighty. Now on to Morrigan as a lover. As V said, Morrigan is not attainable. You can fuck her, you can fall in love with her, and she can fall in love with you, and you can do both, But even if she loves you, she'll leave. It's part of the grand plan Flemeth has for Morrigan, and for Theodos in general. And Morrigan is not willing to turn against her mother. Alright, no more mommy issues. Let's take an up-close and personal look at what Morrigan has to offer a horny warden. Blink. Blink. Wow. Hi. Okay. Yeah. For 2009, this is better than expected. The music is a little frilly for my taste, but it is very romantic. It sets a tone of love-making and not a fuckfest. The game was made prior to jiggle mechanics, so Morrigan's biggest assets were locked into place as if she were corseted and not wearing a strapless bra. Talk about straining the suspension of disbelief. But aside from that, the facial expressions are on point. The small gasp heard over the music, and the sultry way she walks, and the multiple position changes. And it was in the middle of the camp. The background scenes clearly show trees and a roaring fire that one would assume are not inside of your tent. It's always interesting to see your PC naked. That might have more to do with exhibitionism than anything else. Maybe voyeurism? But yeah. Moving on. Let's talk about the dark ritual. Outside, under a full moon, in the middle of a pentagram, candles at the 4 cardinal element points, as you are the center spirit piece, an athame across the palms and blood in a chalice. With some of the basic witch tropes that we see in this game, that is what I fully expected the dark ritual to be. But nope, it was more vanilla than the passionate love scene. You see your warden lying naked in a bed, propped up on his elbows, one leg bent at the knee, artfully hiding the unattractive white man thong. Oh, and wanna be your baby mama sachets those hips and now does the famous BioWare body crawl. She leans in for a kiss, and it fades to black.
Tastefully fades to black, of course.
Mhm.
When I first played this game, I loved the sappy music. It's the same for all the lovemaking scenes, and my hopeless romantic heart really enjoyed that. Aside from the seductive walk up to the warden, I think they did a good job making this romance scene feel very romantic versus pornographic. I also think the dark ritual is tragic because it's the last time she expects to be with the warden. No matter how great their love, she will not forsake the mission. She has been honed into a witch capable of making the tough choices and has been taught that closeness is a weakness. All of this practicality and survival training has left Morrigan an isolated woman who yearns for connection. This is why, as someone who played as a female Dalish elf, I loved Morrigan like a sister. Whether you romance her or befriend her, I think it's important to show this woman some love. Unfortunately, after the battle against the archdemon, Morrigan leaves the party and her lover behind. That is, until the Witch Hunt DLC, which takes place nearly a year after that final battle.
No.
Flemeth once told me that temptation lies in the forbidden. Do not follow me, I said. Harder words I have never spoken. Some doors should never be reopened.
I love her voice. I just love it.
That's Claudia Black, and you may recognize her from, if you're a fan of Rick and Morty, the Gazorp episode. I'm here if you need to talk. She was in there.
I have to see if there's anything else that she does. But there is a lot of lore involved in this DLC. But it also marks the end of the romance with Morrigan in Dragon Age. She is still around in Inquisition, but your warden is not. And depending on how you play this DLC, the best you can get is the knowledge that wherever Morrigan went when she stepped through the Illuvian, your warden can go with her, presumably to raise their son together. By the time that you meet Morrigan again, nearly 10 years later in Inquisition, you can also meet Kieran, their son. But the warden is nowhere to be found. No matter who your warden is, they aren't seen again in the later Dragon Age games.
Yeah, which is kind of a bummer, but it's really difficult to bring a voiceless main character into a voiced game, because after Dragon Age Origins, all of the protagonists were voiced, which is a great addition, but, sad for the warden. If I romanced Morrigan, I'd like to think that they lived happily ever after, wherever they went in the Illuvian and wherever. Hopefully, he came out the other side with her and maybe lived in Orlais with her. But unlike our previous Mass Effect episodes, this wraps up our analysis of Morrigan, because this wraps up the romance of Morrigan, at least so far. Jen, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate our defrosting Ice Queen?
This one I kind of struggled with because I haven't experienced it on my own. I've only watched it. Because my playthrough, I played as a female dwarf. And so I haven't had as much time with Dragon Age as I have with Mass Effect and some of the other games that we'll talk about in the future. But I would have to say that lore-based and outcome-based and things like that, I'm going to give it a solid 8. I think, yeah, a solid 8. Because
that's a high rating.
It is. Because it feels like it feels complete. Yes. I had to get to know you before we fell in love. Sex is sex. Fuck whenever you want. That's fine. But in order for us to have that true emotional bond and connection, it took time to get there. You have to have multiple conversations. You have to put in the effort. Oh, I'm gonna go with an 8.
That's high. I'm gonna be a complete departure from what you just said, because I think she makes for an absolute terrible romance. I think she makes for an amazing friend. This woman needs love. She doesn't necessarily need romantic love. And it'd be fine if she would stay with whoever she romanced, but within the bounds of the story in Dragon Age Origins, she leaves. That's always going to happen, no matter if you romance her or not. And if you don't romance her, she also still has to have a baby. So it's either Alistair or Logain at that point. And I just think it's so tragic, because it's tragic for Morrigan. She has to rip her heart out the one time she has love. And it's tragic for the warden, who, unless we pretend they are happily ever after the Witch Hunt DLC, like, his heart gets ripped out too.
Mm-hmm.
So I much prefer to think that her first foray into a true relationship with another person was a friendship. If you play as a female warden and you're kind to her and you do all the right things to befriend her, she calls you a sister at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think that was so much more powerful, because this is probably the feminist in me, but I love the fact that women have hurt her. She's taught to hate men, but women have hurt her in her life. And it's just really nice to be the woman who heals her a little bit. So I think as a romance, it's probably like a 2 for me, maybe a 3. But as a friendship, potentially a 10 out of 10. Like, I love Morrigan. And I think part of the reason I love Morrigan as a character so much is she is completely different from who I am as a person. She is all the things I am not. But I still love her.
So that's more of like rating her as character. If you were to play as a male warden, how do you think that you would rate the romance?
I don't know. I've never played. Any time I've had an option to be a woman, I've played as a woman. Like I just don't. If I had to play as a man, though, um, I, I don't, I don't know if I would romance her. I don't know. Just knowing what I know about her, if I had never played the game before, I would probably romance her because that's what she's designed to do. Like she's there to get your sperm essentially, you know? So she's kind of like a she is a spider in her web and she's luring you in. So if I didn't know anything about her and I was playing Dragon Age Origins for the first time as a man, I would probably romance her. But once I found out what that romance entailed and what her plans were, I would feel really bad about that for everyone involved.
Mm.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I think she's a friend.
All right.
Sorry if you can hear my cat and my rabbit fighting. I don't know why they're doing that. They're play fighting. No one get worried. Don't call PETA.
No. If anybody, I would never call PETA on you.
I have a zoo, but they're all very harmonious. It's Disney World in here. I don't know.
Let's see. Okay. I might have to go back and like really take another look at it or take a better look at the friendship that my warden has with her and be like and really look into it. But okay. So I promised Toasty that I would have a story for tonight. And it took me a while, like up until yesterday, to figure out what the hell tonight's story was going to be about. So I was clipping the audios for the little game clips and everything like that. And I was like, and after this clip is the perfect time for a crazy Jen story about doors. And V, I love your comment that you left on here. She's like, I'm sorry, doors? Please explain. And then I wrote absolutely nothing back in response because I didn't want any spoiler alerts on the crazy Jen story about doors. Okay. So,
do tell.
I have certain eccentricities, neuroticisms, character flaws, whatever the hell you want to call it. But this one is genetic. I swear to God, it's genetic. Me, my sister, my 2 aunts, and my dad all have issues with doors. Like physically, the door to the bathroom, the door to the closet, the door to the car, garage doors, all different kinds of doors have to be in certain positions in order for my brain to function correctly. Closet doors cannot be shut. They cannot be left open. So they have to be cracked.
So what, they're just Schrodinger's door? Oh, okay.
They are left ajar. Yes, they Schrodinger
No,
and
but the monsters.
It's a
I
thing.
can't sleep with any doors open at all. Cracked, open wide, no. They must be shut all the way.
No, I don't like closed doors. The bathroom door is also one of the cracked doors, but obviously if you're in there using it, then the door is closed. But that is to remain a cracked door. I've never closed the door leading into my bedroom. It is forever open. There are certain things with certain doors. I also do not like a door that I've never been on the other side of.
What does that mean? Like you don't like it, but you can walk through it and you're just like, I hate you. Or do you not? You can't walk through it.
As in, like, I work at a hotel that has approximately, we'll say like 400 doors. You know, there are guest room doors, and I'm
thinking like private residence doors, and I was like, what do you do
those
then?
too. I mean, I will totally
really?
snoop in your house and figure out what that door opens to. I don't like not knowing what's on the other side of a door. So if I see a door
you
that
love my house. I have signs. I have like, because I'm a basic white bitch, so I have like laundry room sign, pantry sign. Like you'll know exactly what's on the other side of my doors.
well, but that's not going to tell me what it looks like. Do you have like a map and a diagram and photographs
Oh,
sitting on the door to let me know what it looks like on the other side of the door?
I
No.
didn't realize you needed that whole thing.
I,
You
I,
need a
do,
schematic,
I need schematics. Yes.
like on the back of a hotel door, saying where the fire exits are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you ever come over, I'll do that for
Aw,
you, but only for you.
thanks. Yeah. So Jenny has issues with doors. And I think the funniest story my stepmom loves to tell is that we were at a Disneyland, and there is a ride that you walk through. I don't know, it had something to do with a frog. I don't remember. But essentially, you walk through it, and then there is a fake door. An absolutely fake door up against the wall, and you can tell that this door leads to what would be on the other side of the door, would be the outside of the ride. It's just there to look pretty, but it has a door handle. The door doesn't open. My dad walks by. My stepmom was watching this whole thing. She tells the story. My dad walks by, jiggles the handle to see if he can open the door. My aunt walks by, jiggles the handle, see if she can open the door. Then my sister walks by, jiggles the handle to see if she could open the door. I walk by, I reach out, and she goes, "Why do you all do that?" I was like, "What's on the other side of the door?" Goes, "It's not a real door. Why do you have to check the door?" I jiggle the handle to check the door. And she goes, "I'm never going to understand this, am I? If you can tell me what's on the other side of the door, then I won't check the door next time." Jenny has issues with doors. I don't like not
This
knowing.
is why. This is why people of the pale complexions always die in horror movies, because we gotta see what's on the other side of the door. I've seen your ancestry, so I know you're not full ghost like I am, but still, you got enough in you that you're like, what's over here? I gotta just check it out. And oh, I heard a noise. I gotta see it.
Oh, no, noises?
And
Fuck that. No.
oh, really?
No.
Oh, good, good.
I don't
Thank
have to
God. I'm
trace
so
the
worried
noise.
for you.
No. But, like, at where I work, I found out that there was a door in the basement that I hadn't gone through, so I had to talk to engineering to let me in behind the door. I was like, you
Engineering
shouldn't.
makes it sound like it's a basement.
It is. It's the server room.
Great. Oh, that's lovely.
He shouldn't have told me that there was another room down there, and I never would have known, and then it wouldn't have been an issue. But then he told me that there was a door down there, and then I was like, well, what's behind the door? And he's like, oh, it's nothing, it's just a big room, and it's got a whole bunch of weird shit in it. I was like, and then you tell me there's weird shit in it? Now I really gotta know what's behind the door.
Yeah, that's not making it sound less attractive to go investigate. It's making it sound more fun. Have you ever been to the Winchester Mystery House? 'Cause I feel like that would just throw you for a loop. Okay.
I've been there.
Maybe you're related to whoever made that house. Because they're like, we just gotta open doors randomly. We'll just put them everywhere. Go nowhere.
Me and my dad got yelled at. We kept
For opening doors.
Not for opening doors, like, we kept trying to, like, reach towards door handles, and they're like, please don't open doors, we're not allowing you to open. And once we got towards, like, the end of the tour, there is a door that bothers me, Muffin. Oh,
your face. I was like, she is seeing a spirit right now in her room.
No.
Something going on in there.
Muffiny said that there is a door that she's lived in the house for 2.5 years, and there's a place in her own damn house she's never been in.
I've never been in my crawl space. Do you have to go to crawl spaces too?
Not generally, but I've been in mine, but that was because there was an AC unit and there was water leaking, so like there was a legit reason for me to go there.
Because I don't blame Muffiny Cake is my sister, my twin sister, for those of you who don't know. I'm there with her. I wouldn't go in the attic. But then but then I kind of would, maybe I would, because I've read too many stories about these like creepy old people who live in your attic and you don't know that they're there. I've seen that happen before where people just sneak into your house. And no one could sneak into my house. That's why I have so many animals. Because, first of all, my dog is useless, but my one cat is literally, he will kill you. If he doesn't know who you are, he will kill you. So, anyone trying to come and live in my crawl space, just know the tuxedo cat, he will kill you.
Get him, Mare.
No, that's not Mary. That's Oliver. Mary is a potato. Mary is perfect. He would do nothing to nobody except for lay there and expose his fat tummy for belly rubs. He is perfect. I had people come clean my bathrooms because I'm rich now. It's amazing. I'm not really rich, but I have a job. So, but they came and cleaned my bathrooms. And that freaking cat, 3 strangers, he walked right up to them, rolled over on his back, exposed his belly, and I was like, you would die outside. Like, I know they say cats have domesticated themselves, like we didn't make them do it, but something went wrong with my cat, Mary. He's a little dumb. He's so perfect, though. I love him so much.
One day I will come rub the belly of the mare.
He has a magic tongue. He's amazing. Oliver, on the other hand, is a gangster. He will fight you. He doesn't give a shit. He will take on all comers. And he has. I had to hire someone to come let my dog out when I was in school and working full time a couple years ago. She needed to be taken out like halfway through the day because I was away from home for way too long. And that freaking cat attacked her every time. She still came. I don't know. She was brave.
Oh, yeah.
If I told you my cat was on the other side of a door, would you open it?
Absolutely.
Rip. By Genesis.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a door. And I get along so well with cats that even like the ones who are like people say, "Oh, she's evil, or that thing is a little dickhead." Generally, those cats, they don't love me, but they don't outright be hostile to me and attack me.
I don't know. Every time I think I understand my cat Ollie, I don't. And I'm an insane cat person. Like I have fostered so many cats, I've lost count. I he he's just there's something violent about him. He only likes me. He hates my child. He actually kind of likes my husband in a different way. Like for some reason after my husband showers, when his hair is still wet, he has to lick it and he has to lick his legs when they're still wet from the shower, and then he bites you. He doesn't ever do that to me, which is nice because I would hate that. But his love is pain. I don't know. He's great. He's also just terrible. Oh, speak of the devil. Not really. Speak of the angel.
Speak of the angel. An archangel?
I wish, but it's actually my sweet potato, married off Brandy Buck, aka Mare Bear.
What about speak of an angel, this one?
Oh, yes. Angel, the show Angel. Wow, I'm really feeling that huge glass of wine that I just finished. Well, so we're done with Morrigan, everyone.
Should we get to plugging?
Bitching. Yeah, we should talk about ourselves more. Why do you smell like pee? What's wrong with you? My cat, man.
V says, let's start talking about ourselves. Why do you smell like pee?
Oh, I'm sorry. He just came and laid in my lap and something's wrong with him. I don't know.
We are 2 girls, 1 ship, and it's an absolute shit show on some days, but we hope that you really enjoy it. Find us on all the Twitters, Instagrams, and the Robots Radio Discord.
Yes, we have our own chat in there, and we post sultry pictures of Garrus pillows in there. Apparently, that I have to look at still.
No, that was in the main chat.
Oh.
That was in the Mass Effect Lorecast chat.
Now she'll have to post it in our 2 girls, 1 ship chat, just because can't make me a liar.
And not censored? I put the spoiler alert on it because it really does look like that is a Turian penis. But it's not, and I swear it's not. Very
Do they
swear.
have cloaca?
But a cloaca is just an inside. That is an entry point and an exit point, not a penetration style.
Maybe it's a hemipene. I'm not a biologist, so I'm not going to pretend to know what I'm talking about. But I know hemipene's a real word, and that makes me giggle. It's just funny. I don't know. I thought peen was like a pretend make-it-up word, but it's not. It's like a science word.
It is also
I love
why.
science.
So back in the day, the word epeen was used quite a bit in my MMO days, the massive multiplayer online role-playing games. An epeen was basically how big is your internet dick? Show me your stats, show me your skills, show me your epeen.
I wouldn't have one because I don't do that stuff. One time I played Call of Duty live on Xbox 360 when it was first a thing, and I took one step out of cover and I got a headshot and I died, and I was like, this isn't fun. So I stopped. I was like, I'm a solo player because I'm not good enough to play with all these big kids. Also, my sister just texted me. She's mad because I didn't say that Oliver, my demon cat, he loves her.
Oh.
So I need to make it clear that he does love another person. He loves 3 people in the entire world. And that doesn't include my child, unfortunately.
And I would also like to thank Apollo for asking for a cat parade and not a show us your kitty.
I'm here for cat parade. I only have 2 cats. They're both fat. One of them's sweet, one of them's not, but I can show them to you guys.
Mine is
next
not
week
in the room.
I'm sleepy.
Very surprisingly.
Oh, I know. Jen's cat's name is Maya.
Mm-hmm.
She is cute.
Mm-hmm.
As all cats are. And if you have a cat, you should listen to our podcast and follow us on social media. And I see the credits are playing, so
Yeah.
yay, cats.
But it didn't show it.
2 girls, 1 cat.
2
1 cat is not enough. We need more than 1 cat. They gotta have a friend. My husband gave me too much wine.
I can tell. I'm liking this version.
Dude, I don't drink. I breastfed my child, so I haven't drank in like years, like actual years. So.
All right.
Oh, well, no, not really. I had wine last time.
Let's do this. Let us end the podcast here. Oh, okay. We will end the podcast here. Thank you, everybody, so much. I do not think that I will be able to do the thing that I said that I wanted to do about pulling an all-nighter tonight to do all the editing. We'll see. We'll see. But
no worries.
Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to end the podcast here, so we will stop recording on Audacity. But babes, let's just switch to just chatting and keep going. I like drunk you.
Yeah, we got to record our first part of our podcast. I wouldn't say I'm drunk. I am 40% Scottish and 10% Russian. I better be able to handle more than 1 glass of wine. But no, but we do have to record our first part. Are we gone?
No.
Can they hear us still?
Yeah. I'm messing with settings to see if I can find something. I was going to switch us to like a just chatting screen, but that's pretty much the same thing. So.
My baby bear. I don't know if you can hear him. He's purring away. But yeah, I can't believe we both forgot Audacity in the beginning. Can you retrieve audio from Twitch? Or no?
Maybe, actually. No. I'll look into that. All right. Stop.
Bear.
I can't.
I love him, even though he smells like pee. He doesn't really smell like pee. I think it's because, unfortunately, my desk is right next to the litter box. Both my rabbit's litter box and my cat's litter box.
knock it off. Our faces keep freezing because I'm trying to click into different things and look at different stuff, but then that makes it there.
It's okay. My sister's like, LOL. We can hear you. It's like almost midnight where she's at. So she can go to bed. We're done now with the important bits. Hey, Mary.
Mm.
He's doing the thing where he's trying to become one with my body. He just like not in a gross way. Like he like just tries to cement himself to me no matter what I do. And I'm like, I'm not comfortable. You don't look comfortable, but he won't move.
Mm.
Oh, P.F. Apollo. I like you more now that I know you have 3 cats. Okay, so one's name is Jerry, one's name is George. You need to tell me the other cat's name. I'm determined to know their names before I know your name because that's just how I roll. I remember everyone's dog's name, but I don't remember them. Like if I meet someone walking, I'm like, oh, your dog. It's Cookie, but I don't remember who you are.
Me and dogs, not a good combo.
Oh no. What happened with doggies? Is there another story we should save? Is it a fun story or not a fun story?
No,
Or you just not like dogs?
yeah, I'm not a dog person at all.
Jasmine.
Um,
I'm not a dog person at all either. This dog came with my husband, and I love her so much, though. Like, she is the best dog ever. Just like every dog is. Every dog is best dog ever.
almost every scar on my body is dog related.
Oh, no. I think that's usually what happens when somebody doesn't get along with dogs is they've had bad experiences with dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Same with cats. It's, you know, it is what it is. I'm sorry that that happened to you. It's so, I mean, they're just like people. They
Yeah.
come in all different personalities. Some real nasty one. I mean, I volunteered and worked in an animal shelter before. So I definitely have met my fair share of douche canoe dogs. They're usually Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas are suck. They just ankle biters, man.
Chihuahuas are the worst.
Mm-hmm.
But then
Most
again,
cats can be that
I
bad.
have met some good ones, because they're very much a family pet, in my family. Not in my immediate family, but mainly my grandma's. Um, but yeah. Oh,
Yeah. Our sweet girl, her name is
damn
Penelope.
it!
She is 12.
I brought home props from work specifically for the door
Oh
chat.
no.
Like,
Was it a door?
it is. So,
A
because this,
tiny door?
yeah, because it is such a thing in our family about the damn doors. My sister got me this. I'm going to hold it
A
back
tiny
here.
fake door.
It is. So I'm going to bring it in and hopefully it won't All right, fuck it. I'm going to take away my
Yeah, my sister said that she's sorry dogs hurt you and that they have one dog who's made of anxiety and snuggles, and that it could not be more true. Her dog is the best.
My
His name
sister
is
got
Murphy.
this while in Dubai, and it is made of leather, and it is a little door, and it has a door within a door.
It's Hogwarts door.
It is. But yeah, no, it's super cool. So she got it to me on this little postcard, and I love it because it is a door that leads to nowhere, but also everywhere.
Do you just, when you feel the urge, do you ever just try to open it?
No, because I don't want to mess with the leather. And there's no handle.
Mm-hmm.
There's no door handle
Oh,
on the little door. So that helps.
Oversight right there.
When we bought our house that we currently live in, my aunt, my dad's sister, sent me a card that was like, "Congratulations on buying the house." And it came with a doormat. So it is this little tiny welcome home doormat. And so on my bookshelf at work, next to my desk, I have the little door with the little doormat.
I see Maya.
Yep,
I love it.
my
It's so cute. I just saw Maya. Sorry.
no.
Like I see a cat and my mind goes straight to the cat.
Yep. So
I
yeah.
love the doormat with the tiny door. I'm trying to think of like something weird that I do, and I can't just come up with something because it's all weird. But I mean, I don't know. Nothing cute and quirky. Like I'd have to try all doors and know where they go.
This was the other
Nope.
background that I was going to use because it is a screenshot from my game. And that is Morrigan in the background.
Is it have the tattoo? That tattoo cracks me up. Apparently, what does it say again? This tattoo, something do not use. It's like
Legacy.
the update.
Yeah, legacy tattoo asset. Do not use! Exclamation, exclamation, exclamation. I fucking
So
love
funny.
it. Do you know how weird it was to be having sex with Alistair and having do not use across your forehead?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I
so
love it as a
funny.
thing.
So funny.
I don't think I'd romance Alistair again now that I'm older.
Mm-mm.
He was great for, how old was I? 16, 17 when that game came out.
I mean, I
And I was like, oh,
romanced
he's
him at
so
35,
cute.
so.
Maybe I would. I don't know. My husband is ginger, so apparently I have a thing. I have a type.
I thought he was blonde.
No, he's ginger.
Is he?
At the very least, he's strawberry blonde. He's gingy. Cullen is blonde.
There you go. I'll lean down, cheek up, so that way you can just keep watching it.
It's so ridiculous. Also, because you're playing as a dwarf, right? So you have like 40 feet long arms. Which the proportions are all off. They just basically shortened the human torso, and they're like, it's a dwarf.
I wonder. Let's see. I will see.
It's funny how different they changed the models so much between Origins and Dragon Age 2. Like, I remember when I first started playing Dragon Age 2, I was like, wow, Flemeth, don't recognize her. Who's she? Because she looked so different. Like you said, she's Swamp Witch with tousled hair when you first meet her. And then the elves all of a sudden have like a Romanesque freaking nose bridge, and their ears are much more visible. They don't just look like people with pointy ears. They clearly look different. Their eyes are much bigger. I really like the models for the elves, and the dwarves look much more like dwarves instead of just squat people like humans. So they made everybody much more. And then the Kunari too. I didn't even realize until Dragon Age 2 that Kunari had horns because Sten didn't have horns. They apparently chopped his off, but like I didn't even notice his little horn nubbins when I first played Origins because I don't know, graphics maybe. Maybe they just like decided later on. Everything looked so much better during Dragon Age 2.
Yes, Apollo, I'm pretty sure that you are not asking your cat for Coke.
Coke. Jerry, please bring me the Coke. Right here. I don't know why I have to do that. But it's just funny. It sounded like a butler name for some reason. Oh, they ran. Yeah, I think I heard that once upon a time, Sheik-Up, that they're supposed to have horns, but they ran out of time. It's been so long since I played this game, and now I'm like, I don't even want to play it until they remaster it because I just don't have time for.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
Oh, I have not Zevran. Did I say Zevran? I meant Flemeth looked way better. I have no idea what Zevran looks like in Dragon Age 2. I don't remember him in Dragon Age 2. But I think I only played Dragon Age 2 once, which is crazy because I played the other two games a million times. Who's this?
It's me. It me.
Oh.
No worries.
Ate you. Ooh. Oh, are you going to kiss Alistair when he's covered in blood?
I did. Not only am I going to.
Oh, you guys. You're both covered in blood. Wow.
I was
It's
like,
True Blood.
I also think it's really, really funny because you were talking about the dwarf scaling. So this is me and him having the conversation, and then all of a sudden, I grow up really tall. I am now taller than him. Am I standing on a box? Is there something that I am resting on that is hip level with him that is allowing me to prop myself up another 4 fucking feet?
Maybe he's on his knees.
No. I would say maybe, but if you look in the background, the swirlies don't change.
Hmm.
He stays consistent height. But yeah.
Maybe Alistair's real short.
Oh,
I don't know.
I love how it's just the two of us that were covered in blood because, of course, the healer and the
Look how
archer.
awkward she looks.
I know. Me and my
Her
big long
arms.
ass arms. And why are all the
But
bras strapless?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't get how they. I don't get any of it. Um, I was just looking at what PF Apollo said about only playing Inquisition once, and I was just thinking I forgot to say earlier that like I should be that
Sorry.
is
Ah!
that
It's Nihilus.
is that I was gonna say, is that Nihilus? I was gonna say, I should be someone who romances Morrigan because I romance Solus, and they're basically the same thing. They're just people who have ulterior motives, who didn't expect to fall in love, and then no matter what, even if they fall in love, they still just spirit themselves away and break your heart. Although Solus does it way worse. He does it way worse.
Oh, no. Not what I wanted. Jeez.
Oh no, what happened?
I accidentally opened up all photos, not
Maya!
screenshots.
Oh, whoops.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't. It's so funny, Shika. I actually did not romance Anders. I romanced Fenris, and I am for this podcast. I just started rewatching like romance scenes on YouTube for all these because I do not have the time to replay all these games, romancing everyone to like do firsthand research. So I was watching the videos, and I was rewatching Fenris, and I was like, wow, I don't think I would pick Fenris now. He's so angsty. I like him as a character, but I don't know. He doesn't. I was like, what was I thinking back then? I was 20, 21 when I romanced him. A whole 10 years later. Fenris is an emo punk rock band boy who's very angsty. He's an escaped Tevinter slave. He's really cool looking. Whenever my sister knows this, I don't know if she's still here because it's really late for her and she's sleepy. But my mom read Lord of the Rings to us when we were 6 years old.
Aw.
So ever since then, Legolas was my first favorite character of all time. I've always loved elves. That's why I always play as an elf if I have a choice. Love me some elves, which is why I was like, oh, I can romance an elf. Hell yeah, Fenris. Which is also why I went for Solus. And when I did my last replay, I still went for Solus, even though I know what happens. Because I'm dumb. I don't learn.
I'm fucking with all our settings and I don't care. There we go.
Oh, my Schnish is here. Got my second wind.
Okay. I figured I would go through all of the screenshots that I've taken from my most recent Mass Effect play and Dragon Age play just because, and I mean, we can continue talking. I'm just going to go through a whole picture wheel.
I'm not
Because,
gonna lie, I'm starting to get to my sleepy point of wine drinking.
oh no.
So I don't know how much more steam I have.
Okay.
But I definitely I'm interested to hear what you think about Dragon Age because like I said, Origins, I haven't played it since I was a teenager. The first one I haven't played since I was a teenager. And I'm really hoping I know tomorrow is like a fake fan made Dragon Age day, but I really do hope that we hear something soon about the next Dragon Age.
Hmm.
Do I say dragon weird? Everyone always told me my whole life I say bagel weird and dragon weird.
Not weird, but dragon and bagel. Do you hear a
Bagel.
difference?
Yeah, I do. I can hear a difference. I don't think it's weird. I just think I don't know why I have a Minnesota accent when I grew up in Los Angeles. That's what I've always thought about it. Soulless was a great romance. Who were the romance options for males in Inquisition? You could romance the Iron Bull because anybody could. You could romance Cassandra, who I definitely think is the best romance for men in Inquisition. Yeah, Dorian. She-Cup is on it. Josephine. Josephine's cute. You could duel for her. Oh, it's so romantic. I love Josephine. Um, I know I do say dragon. Flag, bag. I really don't know where I got that accent. Because, like I said, grew up in Los Angeles. Nobody speaks like that there. I've never been to the north. Don't know.
Ooh. The first time we meet boyfriend. I think I got a really good shot of that too.
Oh, Kiris.
I can't wait until we get back into 2. I think we're gonna have a lot of fun.
We're just gonna both fangirl the whole time, and they're gonna be like, I really liked their podcast until they started talking about Garrus. Because, like, they just started fangirling over him the entire time. Blah. It's like, no.
I forgot I
I
had
feel like people are gonna hate us. Oh, Sha'ira. Oh, there we go. Titanic. That's how you know the banging is good. When you gotta slide your hand down the window.
Well, and the fact that it's Sha'ira's hand and not Shepard's hand, that's what's key in this moment. Because a woman who does this professionally knows how to fake it enough to make it believable, but this moment felt legitimate.
I feel like she just enjoys her job a lot.
Oh, this was the saddest moment. Because I went and recruited Rex first, just to see if it changed. You no longer need Garrus.
Screw you, I always need him.
Right.
First of all.
And then I went and got
who
him.
and what I need. That's the only squad that you should have in Mass Effect 1, right there. Well, forget Ashley. No, you know what? Actually, I like Ashley now.
Right.
After our episode. So
My
forget
thoughts
that.
have changed.
I have to remove over a decade of hate towards Ashley from my body. Now, what was it, 2 weeks ago? Yeah, we did Ashley's episode.
Can you read that?
Eris, I thought Palavin was hot. Ooh, what you talking about, Garrus? Oh, I love it.
He's actually talking about the lava in the background.
Oh, of course.
I took it as he was talking about me.
BioWare doesn't give us everything we want, except they did Citadel. I can never really get mad at them after I played Citadel this year, and I got to tango with him. I'm like, you know what? Actually, they did give us what we wanted. They basically wrote a fan fiction for us and made it real. It was amazing.
Garrus, I'm here if you need me. I'm right behind you.
I'm here if you need to talk. I also do love Liara and Tally. Actually, okay, hold on. Oh, no, wait. I'm tethered. I have my headset on. I got a Liara statue.
Oh.
It just came in. Yeah, it's awesome. Hold on.
I'm also not paying attention to chat at all, which it probably should be.
Wow, I definitely did not realize how much wine I drank until I stood up. Oh gosh, can you see? Liara.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I ordered her back in April and she finally got delivered or something. It was like a pre-order. She looks so good. I'm so pissed still that I missed out on the Garrus one that they released in February. And you know what? I've signed up for the restock notifications, and 3 times now I have gotten restock notifications for that Garrus statue, and I have clicked on it to go buy it, and it's like, we're out of stock. I'm like, what, did you get one? And I missed out? Like, it was that fast? And then on eBay, they're like $900, so...
Fuck that.
I'm just gonna have to keep on waiting. Yeah.
No, it's from
I
BioWare
think.
that we're trying to get it, that she's
Yeah.
trying to get it from, and it's just not.
Yeah, they either their restock notifications are either faulty or they get one returned to them for whatever reason. Who would return Garrus? I don't know. But if they did and they put a restock notification, I just kept missing like the one that became available. But yeah, this is from the official BioWare store. Also, this month at some point, I'm supposed to get the fan passion project. Like, it's from the BioWare gear store. The Omni tool with the blade. They made
Mm-hmm.
another one that lights up. I don't know. That was right when I had my surgery when this all happened and the Legendary Edition came out. And I was just sitting around not able to do anything. And I was like, let me buy all the stuff that I can. I love Mass Effect. So. Oh, I have a Normandy too. And I would buy that Citadel model that they have if I wasn't trying to not be a hoarder. And also the money, because their Citadel one is way big. Like, and I think it's like $200 or something. I can't remember how much it is. It's pretty expensive though.
Mm-hmm.
It looks so cool. I don't really care about the Citadel as much though. Like that's why I'm glad I bought the Normandy. The same with my Garrus pop figure, that Normandy ship I've had for years, and it was on my desk when I was in the Navy, being sneaky secret squirrel. That Normandy's been places too. Okay, Lyra, bye.
So this screenshot that I grabbed is my favorite that I have taken, and it is the desktop, my background on my screen, because
I wish I. Sorry.
you can
Interrupted.
see Garrus is looking side eye at me. Like, that is what is happening. He's looking at you. And then you scroll out, and what it is saying is this human over here is going, of course you'd side with Shepard. You want someone who's in bed with your kind. This is Mass Effect 1, before you can romance Garrus. And he is already looking at you going, is this human willing to go to bed with the Turian? And I find it fucking hilarious. At least that's the story that
Yeah.
I'm reading.
I mean, it's accurate. We all were, and that's why they added him in the second game because they're like, wow, so many people thirsty for some bad boy Tyrion.
Ha, you said thirsty. And the next line is remember to stay hydrated.
Remember to stay hydrated. Oh my god. Oh my god. If I had it in this room, I would show you my giant Morrigan statue that I bought when Dragon Age Inquisition came out from the BioWare gear store. Did not realize how big she was when I bought it. It arrived to my barracks room when I was in the Navy. And I opened this big box and I was like, what is this? This can't be the Morgan statue I ordered. No, it was. It was huge. It was huge. And she's wearing a ball gown and she has her hand out. So it's like just this giant statue. It's on top of my bookcase in my living room. And so many people who have come to my house and be like, what is that? Like, none of your business. Don't worry about it. It's huge. It doesn't matter. It's great. It's just for me. Also, when we moved the last time for the military, they always hire like the cheapest movers basically to come move all our stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the guys that came to pack up our house the last time, it was so funny. They were like, ball gown witch on the box. She was big, so she had her own box. And they have to write on it like what's in the box. Just made me laugh. It's a great thing. If you have money to waste, go to the BioWare gear store, everybody. Is it a waste though? If you get what you want and it's exciting.
Not at all.
Oh, I didn't even look at the bottom. Gosh, they handwrite the number.
Ooh.
There was only 2,000 of these made apparently, and I got number 854. Crazy, someone handwrote the number. I never looked at the bottom till right now. Cool. All right, I'm sleepy. My sister said the Morgan scared her once when she was sleeping on the couch because she towers. I think she's 14 inches tall, actually, which is more than a foot. And then I made with my sister once. We made a Yarny. Was that his name from Unraveled? And we made a little Yarny figure, and he's standing on the steps right in front of her dress. So he's a part of the statue too. Now. Oh wow, 2 feet tall Darth Vader. That's cool. That would scare me at night if I got up to get a glass of water or something. Like, oh shit. Oh, there he is.
These are my boys. I have Spike.
I was like, I need to see Spike. I haven't seen Spike in a while.
And I have Angel. They are my boys. Angel I've had at least 10 years, if not longer. Spike I only got a few years ago because we had to pay a stupid amount of money for him. Because he was not in the TV series. Spike was never a puppet on the TV show. So they had to special make him because it was an episode, or it was in the comic books. But when you said handwritten numbers, I don't know where Angel's box is, but this is Spike's box, and out of 5,000 replicas, he's number 2992.
Wow. See, whoever like my daughter or whoever like sorts I don't so gosh, let me sort my thoughts. I would intend to do the Swedish death cleaning before I die and like make sure everything's organized and not leaving a mess for whoever's gonna clean up after me, not having to clean up too much. But you know what? They're going to be mad if anyone's looking for collectibles because I throw boxes away left and right. I'm like, nope, I don't want a box. I don't want a box. I want to display stuff. I want it to look like I live here. I cannot hold on to boxes. So then, automatic. It's like driving a new car off the lot. You're just like, well, there you go. You threw out some of the value right there. But I can't do it. I don't want the box.
We keep boxes. I don't know why. We're both kind of hoardery, so.
I say hoarder as a joke, but like I legit grew up in a hoarder house. My mom would probably be really mad if she heard me say that, but she's not here. So yeah, my mom keeps boxes, like Amazon boxes though, like not like collectible boxes. So it's like a whole different level. Yeah. And everything, there's just so much stuff. So clutter really stresses me out. So I definitely am. That's another reason why I like throwing stuff out. But I do like collectibles. I don't have a lot, but I do have a few that I like. But everything, no, I can't do clutter. Like I can't keep stuff. It stresses me out for my house situation growing up. Okay, I'm sleepy. It's been more than an hour, right? I know we're supposed to stream. Okay, for the Twitch algorithm. Oh yeah, see, PF Apollo says they keep Funko Pop boxes. I don't. I open all of mine. Oh, you know what? Which one I should have kept though was the Steve Irwin one they released, I think like 2 years ago or so, and like one of them, you could get him holding a crocodile, obviously. And then there was a special limited edition one that was just random. If you pre-ordered it, you get him holding a turtle, and I got him holding a turtle. I opened the box so fast. He's up on I call it, because I'm naturally blonde. For those of you who can see me, I am not blonde right now, but I have what I call my blonderage of pop figures. I have a Harley Quinn, I have a Steve Irwin, I have the female Lone Wanderer from Fallout, I have Lagertha from Vikings, I have Queenie from Fantastic Beasts, who's arguably strawberry blonde, and also arguably not allowed on my blonderage anymore after the last movie. And I have Legolas. Those are my blonderage peeps.
Wait, who's not allowed?
Oh, Queenie from Fantastic Beasts. Because I'm trying to tell myself that she's faking it to get at Grindelwald. I don't know how we feel about Harry Potter in this space. But because it's a Harry Potter franchise thing, like a Wizarding World thing, the Fantastic Beasts and where to find them.
Daniel Radcliffe wrote Harry Potter, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I was like, I'm literally wearing a freaking herbology sweater right now, and I have a Harry Potter tattoo. Like, that happened before I knew all that. Like, as far as I'm concerned, Harry Potter is separate from J.K. Rowling.
Yeah.
Like, it's way too much of my childhood for me to just throw it all away. But I definitely can condemn her. Oh, do you have one too? Yeah, we've talked
No.
about this one.
Yeah, but I haven't talked about it on camera.
Yeah.
But Zena's chakram with a lotus flower, the yin yang symbol, then two gamer symbols that symbolize harmony, chaos. A musical note, a peacock feather in black and gray, because of my introverted, extroverted, ambivertedness, and switch a resistance key.
Ow. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I love it. I'm definitely solidly introvert.
And I am
Yeah.
solidly in the ambivert or switch category.
We make a good team.
It's so funny because it's like a lot of people assume, like, oh, my online profile name is Switch in Bed, and people, Switch in Bed. Well, it's more than just that. One, I did stream Switch games in my bed, but Switch can mean a lot of different things.
Yeah. I mean, I know it's for Nintendo Switch in physically like playing it in your bed, but that's because you told me. If I just saw it out of context, I probably wouldn't know. It's like you definitely have way bigger tattoos than I do. I have this one on my arm. It says "I am no man" written in Tengwar, which is the alphabet used in Elvish in Lord of the Rings. I have a little rune. It's like a bind rune. So I'm a bit pagany. I have my Harry Potter one, which is Hermione's wand with my Patronus, that is a rabbit. Oh gosh, I'm kind of glitching out there. And then I have on the back of my arm, it's a flower with a ladybug. My sister has the same one because my mom called us the ladybugs when we were little. And then me and Genesis both have the same, like very similar cat outline tattoos on the same ankle or right ankle. She's gonna show hers. They're different cat outlines, but it's just crazy. Like both right ankles, both cat outline tattoos. Hers is a much more realistic cat. Mine is like a chubby little, like kawaii looking cat. Because I don't know, I just saw it and it was cute.
Yeah, but is yours a penis?
Wait, is yours a penis?
Okay, hold on.
Oh no, I saw it. I think I can use my imagination. Do people often think it's a penis?
You have to be at the right angle to see it like that.
Oh yeah, my sister said she used to be extroverted, but now she's introverted because she's worked from home for so long. And it's like, I've been in my house for the last 2 years. So I think I am moved from introvert into institutionalized at this point.
But yeah,
no. I don't know how to interact with people outside of screens now. I'm already still awkward on screen, but in person it's worse.
That is my penis cat.
Penis cat.
Mine
just blob cat. I'm too much wine to bring my ankle up as high as my laptop is, so you guys can you don't get to see. Sorry. Not sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm sleepy. I think we should, I don't know where Jen went. I'm ready to stop. Sorry, I'm not a Twitch person. The reason we do a Twitch is because Jen's a Twitch person. And I said yes because I trust her.
Did you just say you trust me?
Yeah, was it dumb? I'm also dumb, so I'm not dumb, but I'm gullible. So like, don't take advantage of me, cause I don't know.
No. I wanted to take off the shirt to show the back tattoos.
Ooh, back tattoo. Do you have more tattoos? I mean, I have little tattoos.
That is me and Jace.
That's so cute. What's the art style it's done in? Because I can't really tell
Yeah, it's hard to
from
see.
this distance.
They are characters from a card game called Munchkin.
That sounds cute.
And then I have a Rex tattoo. Not actually
Rex
Rex,
is yeah,
but
Rex is
my
what
Rex.
her nickname for her baby. My nickname for my baby is Nug. I called her Nugget when she was in my belly, and now she's just Nug. That's so cute. Oh, it's a little duck.
It's a rubber ducky with
I
a
love it.
purple head. Yeah.
That's so cute. That's why I have the I am no man tattoo is for my Nug.
What else? Oh, the back of the leg. I have 8, 9 tattoos.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5. And they're all little.
Me and my little brother have matching tattoos on the back of our leg. You can't see it. You don't think I can angle that one right. Yeah, no. I'm a Gemini, and so I have a Gemini symbol on the back of my leg. He's Sagittarius, so he's got his.
That's smart. I don't have any Virgo tattoos. Should I get one? All right, I better go before I get too sleepy because we have to record the first part of our episode.
No, I'll take it off the VOD. We should be good.
Can you? Is it gonna be shitty quality for me though?
No, it'll be the same quality of what people heard on the Twitch stream.
I know, but I mean it'll be different from the recorded quality though for me, just because the Twitch goes over the internet. I think like I've listened the last time I listened to Twitch, I thought I sounded like the echoey bit. I don't know.
The Twitch?
Will you let me know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Twitch audio won't maybe sound as good for me because it's coming through from the internet for you.
Okay.
Versus Audacity for me. So if it sounds echoey, I can just record like the first 2 little blocks because I think that's all we missed for the.
Yeah, where did we stop? Yeah. All right. If you want to go ahead and we will call it a night here on our stream. And if you want to record
sticking with us.
your first.
Yeah. I shall. Thank you, everybody. You stuck around a lot longer than I would have because I am tired. I'm not used to this work schedule yet.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll stay on and just game.
Yeah. Whatever floats your boat. I will talk to you later. Thank you for everyone for listening and staying, especially my sister, staying up so late for me and for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Muffiny and Apollo and the Cups and the N7 who ditched out quite a bit ago, probably. Did I miss him saying goodbye?
I know last couple Saturdays he had to work really early, so
he works
I'm assuming
every Saturday. So.
Oh, then there we go. Yeah, I wasn't sure what his full schedule was, but I was like, I bet it's work related.
Yeah.
He seems quite busy. It's not like the world keeps turning, so he's always busy, I think.
Yeah. That, and he's got his own research to do for his own damn podcast.
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you, as a research person, that sure takes time. If you want it to be good, anyway.
Keep plugging away at that.
I think it's fun.
I laughed so hard. No, the plug
just
joke.
Keep unplugging away at it. Yeah.
And were you playing? Okay, were you playing video games on Sunday?
No. No, it wasn't me. I think it was Lena.
But Lena wasn't on the chat.
Oh. Well, then I don't know. Somebody was. It wasn't me. I just have my one laptop and I'm a console gamer because I'm lame. Or
PC
maybe not lame. I don't
gamer
know.
because I'm different. We're not lame.
I used to have
just
a PC
different.
and it broke. Oh well. Sold it
Okay.
for parts. It's fine.
All right. Yeah,
Good
I think I will log
night.
out. I'll close down the stream. All right.
I'll upload both the beginning portion and the rest of the portion to Drive.
Okay. All right. We will plan to release on Sunday unless
Okay.
I get through it super early, and then we can do it tomorrow.
Yeah, let me know and I can hop on like really fast to type up the description if you do get it done. But if not, I mean, I don't think anyone's gonna care. It's not official like N7 Day is, so it's not that big of a deal.
All right. Okay.
But
All
yeah.
right.
Good night.
Bye.
So long, farewell,
Auf Wiedersehen,
good
good night.
night. Bye.
Bye.